Let's talk about how all of these cues really impact us and some of the stocks as well that you should track in today's trading session. We have Hormaz and Mangalam here with the trade set up this morning. Guys, a very good morning to both of you. Hormaz, let me come to you first. For all of the volatility that we saw last week, we ended quite well.
Absolutely, and with the way the markets fell on Monday, which was last Monday, anybody who was expecting the markets to be at 22,000 as of close on Friday was a bit rich as well, but it did. The Nifty is above 22,000 and it was the first time it closed above that mark since January the 16th. So that is a positive. It's a 1-month high for the index. What is also good is the fact that it's been a trend over January and February that we are making highs, but we are not sustaining above them. But last week, barring Monday, from all the 4 trading sessions that we gained starting Tuesday, we made the highs and we sustained around those levels, only 30 to 40 points adrift of those intraday highs. So that is another good bit for the market. The third good bit is support coming in from the banks. We've been highlighting this, that the Nifty bank has been the weaker among the 2 indices, but after Monday's low of 44,633 that it made, the index is up almost 1,700 points from those levels, and it closed above the 46,000 mark as well on a Friday. So that was another weekly gain for the Nifty bank as well. So support coming in from the banks, the index is doing well subsequently as well. The stars of the show, undoubtedly, PSUs continue to do well. The PSE index, the PSU bank index both had weekly gains last week. They were a bit lower on Friday, but still ended the week higher with gains of around 2.5% there as well. But one pocket among the PSUs that is on a completely different planet are the OMCs, the oil marketing companies, HPCL, BPCL, IOC, all 3 of them almost gaining around 20 to 30% this month itself. And BPCL got another vote of confidence from Jefferies on Friday, where it said that it prefers BPCL over its other 2 peers. But while domestically things look good, what can spoil the party though is the weak global handover that has come from Wall Street, where the hotter inflation print, as you highlighted earlier, that sent the stocks lower on Friday, and it snapped a 5-week gaining streak as well, Wall Street, the indices there. And the focus now this week will be on the FOMC minutes on Thursday and the Nvidia earnings that come out later this week as well. And as you said, the GIFT Nifty is indicating a gap up start for the Indian markets as well.
All right, so now key to track is, whether that holds, whether we can build onto those gains as well. But Hormaz, we're coming out of a weekend, so take us through all of the weekend's worth of action in terms of stock moves too.
Developments coming in there as well, and Dr. Reddy's clarified to the exchanges after CNBC-TV18's news break, where it reported that it is in the race to acquire the domestic portfolio of Novartis, and it said that it does not want to comment on market speculation and there is nothing as of yet that warrants a disclosure. Now remember, Novartis had launched a strategic review of its 70% stake that it owns in Novartis India last week, so we'll keep an eye out on those developments. Quest Corp has announced a demerger. It's a 3-way demerger where the existing entity will be split into 3 separate independent entities, and they will be listed as well, so including the listed entities. So the swap ratio, where shareholders of Quest Corp will receive 1 share each of the 2 demerged entities for every 1 share that they hold in the existing one, and the demerger will be completed in the next 12 to 15 months. Balrampur Chini has announced a new business foray where they will be manufacturing polylactic acid, which is used in the production of bioplastic, and they would be investing around 2,000 crore rupees over a 2.5-year period, where 800 crore will be through internal accruals and the rest will come via debt. Paytm, the developments continue there as well. Now they've partnered with Axis Bank for their escrow account, which was earlier with the payments bank that they had, and our RBI has also given them an extension from February 29th to March 15th for the deposit and credit transactions as well. Titagarh Rail Systems, they have won an order for 250 specialized wagons worth over 170 crores from the Ministry of Defence. Bajaj Auto has fixed February 29th as the record date for its share buyback, and Sula Vineyards may see a block deal today where World Invest Asia is planning to offload around 8.5% stake. It's a clean out trade, and their offer price is between 570 to 617 rupees a share. Back to you.
Okay, Hormaz, thanks a lot for filling us in with all of that action. We're going to watch for this entire bunch of stocks in today's trading session. Finally, it's over to Mangalam, who's looking at cues from the futures and options space. Mangalam, like Hormaz was pointing out, it really didn't look like 22,000 would happen last week in the beginning, but it did.
Well, for all its volatility, last 4 days, the Nifty has been actually closing in the green, so that's a positive. Secondly, the day where the markets were most volatile, from Wednesday's low of 21,530 itself, the Nifty rose about 511 odd points itself. And all this at a time when the Nifty Bank was considered an underperformer. All of last week, the Nifty Bank was up 1.6% as against the Nifty, which was up a little around 1%. 5 trading sessions, 3 of them the FIs actually bought in the cash market. And, on Friday as well, both the FIs and the DIs bought in the cash market itself. That's not all. Markets are slowly turning towards the positive side because 640 crores was the purchase by the FIs and index futures as well. And over the last 4 trading sessions, yes, while they're net short, their net longs are increasing from what, 35% at the start of the week to close to around 38% on Friday itself. Now that we're at 22,000, a lot of the option action is moved to 22,000 itself. The 22,000 put has a premium of 128 rupees, telling you that around 21,900, 21,850, there could be some support. But on the way up, 21,100 call writers still pretty active. That makes the Nifty's previous high of 22,126 an important one to watch out for. Can we do see a fresh high in this week on the markets once again? And if we do we see some profit taking or not? 20-day moving average of 21,703 would be an important support to watch out for. The Nifty Bank, the next level to cross will be the 50-day moving average. Just watch out for a couple of stocks. We have Federal Bank, which is seeing a lot of long positions being added. Nalco, after a big move, has entered F&O ban, and out of ban is Biocon.
All right, Mangalam, thanks a lot for taking us through all of those cues. With that,